The Lord. This is a story about Jonah. Some man learned how to follow the Lord. Who didn't follow the Lord. Followed him until he realized he had to follow the Lord. To be blessed. Everything blessed. The Lord. Everything will be okay. So sit back. I will follow and listen.
The word of the Lord came to Jonah. It was a message and Jesus meant it. It was for him to go to the city of Nineveh and preach against it. There's people there that's wicked and they never repented. He wanted Jonah to tell them God's words about sinning that would make all women and men quit they wrong ways. Turn away from them and give God praise. Be a master over evil and don't be evil slaves. Jonah ignored the Lord's words, which made the Lord's temperature raise. Cause he ran away from him and tried to disregard him for a few days. He found the chick that was headed for a place called Tarshish. He paid the fare after he quickly aborted it, thinking to himself, why did the Lord want to send me to preach to a city, a place where he didn't want to be? He thought if he got on the ship, he could escape from God and flee. But the Lord sent a great storm that shook the ship and the sea. Him and the people on it was in danger. There was no way to get off board. It was God punishing Jonah for not listening to the Lord.
Listen or waiting on God, it might get bored, but remember, those who do will receive a big reward. Listen to his words, don't be like the ones who ignore it, cause they do get punished for not following the Lord. Listen or waiting on God, it might get bored, but remember, those who do will receive a big reward. Listen to his words, don't be like the ones who ignore it, cause they do get punished for not following the Lord.
The wind was powerful, it had the ship and the sea shaking. If someone didn't do something, it was gonna start breaking. All the sailors were afraid of the storm that was earthquaking. They were thinking, was it the Lord causing it or Satan? Jonah was below the deck, sleeping before the wind started creating. Everyone prayed to their own God, but he never did awaken. One man came to look for him, to tell him what was going on. He woke up and was in shock right after he heard and seen a storm. He let them know it was his fault. He was just trying to flee. He didn't know a storm would happen. He thought, how could that be? But he realized and said it was the Lord punishing me. The only way to make the storm calm, you have to throw me in the sea. The storm still rocked the ship while the rain poured. They tried to persist with him, it didn't work, so they threw him overboard. He couldn't get away from God. His job should have been ignored, but he started learning you do get punished for not following the Lord.
Listen or waiting on God, it might get bored, but remember, those who do will receive a big reward. Listen to his words, don't be like the ones who ignore it, cause they do get punished for not following the Lord. Listen or waiting on God, it might get bored, but remember, those who do will receive a big reward. Listen to his words, don't be like the ones who ignore it, cause they do get punished for not following the Lord.
Jonah fell down deep in the water, putting his life at risk. Before he hit the sea ground, he was swallowed by a fish. While in the fish's stomach, he was still alive. Then he started to pray, hoping the Lord would answer his prayer and won't delay. God patiently was listening to everything he had to say. By this time, he was living in a well for a whole day. He was thinking about would God get him out, even though he did wrong. He feared death, but praying to the Lord kept him feeling calm. The Lord knew when to set him free, but Jonah didn't know how long. So all he could do is be patient and stay strong. After 2 days and 3 nights, the fish spit him out, just like that. And he was thanking God for saving him, bringing him back to the earth, never forgetting being swallowed by a fish that was fat. Then he finally preached what the Lord told him to preach at. He let God know his words would never again be ignored, that he will always listen and forever follow the Lord.
Listen or waiting on God, it might get bored, but remember, those who do will receive a big reward. Listen to his words, don't be like the ones who ignore it, cause they do get punished for not following the Lord. Listen or waiting on God, it might get bored, but remember, those who do will receive a big reward. Listen to his words, don't be like the ones who ignore it, cause they do get punished for not following the Lord.
So, that's the story of Jonah. You see, he had to learn that when you follow the Lord, the Lord can bless you. Follow the Lord.